something else that's interesting. The dimensions of the hall in Badminton House closely resemble the court measurements that we see being used in the sport of badminton today.
We've measured the hall and it's basically the same size as the court as we know it now. Before the Badminton Association was formed, badminton clubs in this country certainly just used the size available. There was a court in Ealing Baths that was 60 feet by 30 feet, and when people came to play there, of course they struggled because the court was twice the size, and then the people from Ealing Bath went to play in a normal court, they would struggle as well.
Badminton clubs began to develop in England in the 1870s and 80s, and it was Southsea and Bath that were the oldest clubs. So with the sport becoming competitive, and in order to regulate it, the first National Badminton Association was formed here in England in 1893.
This is the framed picture of the start of the Badminton Association in 1893, and Colonel Toby put an advert in the Field magazine inviting all clubs to attend on September in 1893, and in the end 9 clubs turned up and they agreed to start the Badminton Association, and they also formed the first official rules of the game, which are very similar to the rules today. Colonel Doby was he was the first president, secretary, treasurer of the Badminton Association, and he was the one who actually got it going. George William Vidal, and he was an instigator of composing the rules in India. He was a British civil servant there, and he eventually moved back to England, and he became the secretary of the Badminton Association in England from 1899 to about 1907. I believe that was a major change in the game of badminton. From 1863 until 1893, there were no rules, no regulations at all, and clubs just simply played friendlies in the country. And this was a major change. And that Badminton Association then sort of organised badminton in the world until 1934, when the IBF, the International Badminton Federation, was formed. So I think that actually starting the association in 1893 was really the major thing in badminton. It's when it started to grow, be promoted.